Stop moving. You good? Okay. Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. I'm in my car for this car vlog, and that's the only reason. It's 73 degrees and it's warm in my apartment, and I felt like just getting out. I didn't feel like putting the AC on. And so I hopped in my car, I found a shady spot in the complex, and I'm here now talking to you in my car, because this is where I want to be right now. I went out last night for New Year's Eve. Derek, the band he's in, was playing at the Sidecar Cafe in Mississippi. Most of you know that I was going out. I did a ridiculous get ready with me video, and I'm going to explain why. When I am putting boots on, I need my fingernails to be completely dry, and I meant to polish my nails the day before, but I didn't. So I have to get dressed early so I can do the glue steps and then the nail polish and the top coat and all that stuff, because when I stick my finger in my boot, I'm gonna fuck up my nails if they're not really dry. So I put my jeans on and my boots first. When I got ready to do that very early in the day, like maybe 2 o'clock, I decided to take my camera out and have fun that day just trying to edit this get ready with me thing. So I just grabbed some music from the YouTube audio music that we're allowed to use and found one that I liked a little bit, and then I spent the day bits and pieces recording what I was doing, and then doing the editing as I went along. I didn't feel like starting any kind of a project because I knew I was going out, and I was very nervous about the fact that I didn't know where I was going to be able to sit. I wanted, I was hoping for this table that has very high stools, chairs that I normally can't get in, but I was hoping with my new little 1.5-inch heel that I'd be able to get in the chair, and I wanted that because I wanted to be able to be right at the band and all that stuff. My whole goal was to maybe be able to dance. That's what I wanted to do. So I started recording. I got ready throughout the day. I was picking up Skylar, and we were getting to the place early, and because again I wanted to be able to sit where I wanted to sit. And I know that one wife of one of the lead singer, the owner of the band, she'll dance. She dances, and her daughter does too. So I was like, if there's enough people, I might feel comfortable getting up and dancing with them, kind of getting lost in the crowd. And the other thing is that the band doesn't really play what I like to dance to. It's country, and it's not like the kind of country. I like country and I like their music. It's just not something I really want to dance to. I grew up dancing in the 80s, but they have a ZZ Top, and they have a couple of other songs that I like. And I know Skylar would not dance with me. I could beg her forever, and that's just going to be a big no. So I was hoping for the wife, the singer's wife, to dance. But I just wanted to get ready and go there. Before going, Skylar asked her father if she could bring her friend, if her friend was allowed to go. So that all worked. Her friend was going to be coming with us, and I was so happy because now I knew that Skylar would have somebody to entertain herself with for this night, because we got there at 7:30, and they weren't even starting to play till 9. There was an acoustic opening act. I can't even think of what I want to say. So we got to listen to that, and stuff like that. So it was nice and it was pleasant. I was just very happy that I was able to get the table that I wanted because I got there early enough, and that I was able to get into the very tall seats with my little heel. Still in a clumsy way, but I was able to do it. When the music was playing, Skylar's friend was very dancing in her seat, and I was like, and she's 16, and I was like, do you dance? And she goes, well, I like to do the line dancing. And I was like, oh, I don't know how to do that. I'm like, do you like regular dance? I was a little bit hopeful that maybe I could dance with her, but then Derek said, Derek was talking to us, and she said that he said something like, are your grandparents coming? Because I think he had talked to her grandparents. She's being raised by her grandparents. And because Derek talked to them, we know these people, they're in choir together, the girls, and so he knows the grandparents, and he just wanted to reassure them that neither I nor Derek would be drinking, because he didn't want them to worry about one of us drinking and driving their kid back to what ended up being at Derek's. She ended up sleeping overnight. And she said, you know what? She says, my grandparents are coming. He says, well, they asked me if they were allowed. He says, and I told them, well, of course. And she said, yes, they are coming. So that was cool, because now her grandparents were going to be there. Her mother's 63. I'm 62. So I'm like, I've got a buddy now too. Had no clue if she would want to dance, but things were looking up. So when the band started playing, I was checking out Skylar's friend and her grandmother, and they're both very, dancing in their chair kind of people. And I said, would you guys ever want to dance if a good song? And they're like, yeah, sure. So a song came on, I can't remember which one it was, got up and fucking danced. I was so happy. And I was happy that I was dancing with people that I know. I know Skylar's friend very well. I know the grandmother a little bit. And I was comfortable. And the song was a good one. My heels of my boots were doing it for me. And there were other people dancing, so it wasn't just us. But the place wasn't crowded at all, which was kind of sad. But it was okay. And after that song, I sat down, and I was so happy. And I thought, even if this night ends without me dancing again, I'm good. I'm good. I danced. Another song ends up coming on, and we looked at each other, and we all got up and danced. And this time, while we were dancing with some other people, a man gets up, walks onto the dance floor, and kind of joins our little group of three. And I was like, yeah, come on, dance with us. But then he held out his hands to me and took my hands, brought me to another part of the dance floor, and we danced. The only thing, he was nice enough looking. He was dressed nice. He had a nice white kind of button-up shirt. He had jeans. He was taller than me. He was smiling, but he was drunk. I didn't care. I did not care, because this isn't somebody that I'm interested in. It's somebody who wanted to dance with me, and I was very happy about that. So we danced, but it would have been nice had he been sober, but he wasn't. He wasn't like falling down drunk, but he was just, I could tell in his face that he'd been drinking a little bit. We danced, and then we danced again. We danced 2 songs in a row, and he was trying to keep, doing the thing where I go under the arm, and I was doing this shit. I have no clue. I don't know how to dance like that. I like to dance apart, and but I was laughing. I was having fun, and then I would let go of his hands at times, and we would just dance. So we danced 2 songs, and I was so glad that I have been doing like aerobic dancing. I do my exercise when I don't feel like taking a walk, or if it's too cold and I don't want to go to the treadmill, and I dance to the cover songs that Derek has done. And I've been doing that for a while, and I've done it quite often, and I give myself a workout doing that. So I was fully prepared to dance 2 songs in a row. I was hot, it was toasty. We ended up sitting down, and not with me. See, I didn't want that. He went and sat at the bar where he was sitting, and I was hopeful that we would dance again. And then, and we did dance again. And then I looked at the music. He has the list, so he knows what song. And I knew when ZZ Top, Tush was going to be played. So after we danced, we waited for the next one. He's like, oh, let's sit this one out, because he was like being fussy about the songs too. And I said, Tush is coming up in a couple of songs. Do you like ZZ Top? He's like, yes. And I said, we can dance to that one if you want. And he said yes. So he had gotten up and he was hanging around the dance floor, and when I knew that song was coming up, Derek gives me the signal to remind me, because he knows I love that song. I've always only just had to sit there and listen to it and not dance, and I danced with that man, and I couldn't have asked for a better night of dancing. I mean, I just cannot even, I can't believe it. I can't believe I got to dance to that extent and to Tush. And I think that was the last song. I might have danced with the two women again. I don't know. I don't know. I just know I had fun. I just really had fun. And I danced. It was incredible. Oh, and here's the cool thing. I've always been worried about going dancing and would I enjoy it as a sober person. Absolutely enjoyed it. I would not need to drink to have fun dancing, because, you know, I always danced drunk, always. And I don't think I've ever danced sober. I don't think so. It's been a long time since I've been on a dance floor. It really has. I enjoyed that very much. Now, when it was midnight, I ended up leaving after midnight. I would have stayed the whole night, but there was people leaving, and Skylar's friend's grandmother left, so I knew I wouldn't have her as a dance buddy. I didn't really want to be, like, connected to that guy too much, because now he was getting, you know, a little bit drunker as the night went on, so I wasn't really interested in dancing with him again. But the thing is, had the music been dance music, I wouldn't have cared. I would have stayed all night and I would have just danced with him just for the sake of being on the dance floor and having fun. I wouldn't have cared what condition he was in. And you know, I'm giving myself a lot of credit. I'm patting myself on the back because I made this happen. I started to set up my life in a way that could happen. I knew that the ticket for me ever dancing with a man was to dance with some women first. Let the man see that I'm danceable. Let him know that I'm dancing with women, so I'm probably not on a date with anyone. You know, something like that. And that's exactly what happened. I just could not believe that this man was walking up and wanted to dance with me while I was on the dance floor. And the good thing about it is that there was, you know, Skylar's friend and her grandmother could still dance. It's not like he whisked me away like a drunk might and just leave that other person hanging. I wouldn't have done that. I would have said, sorry, I'm dancing here. We can dance, the three of us, you know. So it was just super cool. It was super cool. So, you know, I made some changes in my life. I want to meet someone. This had nothing to do with meeting someone. Last night was all about dancing. That is all I cared about. But I got myself ready for that to happen because I needed some clothes. I had bought some clothes. I got the boots that I wanted because I need a heel to dance in. And I, you know, went out and I, you know, was going, I would have danced with any woman, you know, I don't care. I don't care if there would have been just drunk women on that dance floor. My goal was to get up and dance. And I didn't have to do that. I ended up dancing, you know, with people that I know and like. Skylar's friend's grandmother she's awesome. She's very, very nice. And we had fun. It was fun dancing together. And then I got the guy to dance with. So it was all good. Now, how can I ever dance again? I have a plan. But this plan is harder. Derek and his friend Jeff go out. They actually went out Friday night to meet bands that they want to have on their podcast. So these are bands that play my kind of music. I could go one night with them, so I could, you know, just maybe find somebody to dance with. But here's where the plan fails. I would know absolutely no women in that place, so I wouldn't be able to get up and dance with women. So that kind of sucks. But the other thing that I thought about, if I were to find someone in the area online, a good way to test if they're real or not, and if there's any interest at all, or even if not, I could let that person know I'm going to be here such and such a night. If you want to meet me, go. If he doesn't show, I'm not stood up. I'm there with Derek and his friend. If he shows up and I don't like him at all, I don't think that's the end of the world, you know. I would just be sitting at home meeting no one. I might as well meet an asshole and know that I don't like him, you know. Or if he's an asshole. It doesn't have to be an asshole for me not to like him. But, you know, if we don't click, I don't think that would be the end of the world. Maybe we would still dance. I don't know. I'd be asking up front, do you like to dance? Because I'm going there to dance. And, you know, if you want to meet me there, fine. We could maybe dance. So that's an option. But you can see that I'm serious about this. I want to meet someone that I can have fun with and enjoy myself. And now I'm not afraid to go dancing with somebody because I don't need to drink to dance. I have learned that. And here's another interesting thing. There was a guy at the bar who looked like he was maybe in his 40s. I don't care. I could dance with that. And he was drinking just soda. I absolutely loved that. I was watching because it looked like a cup of soda like, you know, we had. And sure enough, when he would be done, she would just go get him a soda. So there was an absolute sober man at the bar, and he was moving like he was danceable. He was moving and singing to the songs in his chair. And had there been enough people where I wouldn't be so visible, I would have absolutely, from my seat at one point, just said, you know, you want to dance? And if he would have said no, I would have been okay, you know, not like I got up and, you know, I just wanted to give a signal. But there was really not a lot of people, so I just didn't feel like doing that. And he saw that I danced, so, you know, if he wanted to, he could have asked me. And, you know, some people are just into it and not drinking, and he probably had no interest in dancing at all. But, yeah, I had fun. I really did. But yeah, I had a hard time sleeping after. I think just the whole stress of the whole day, I was stressed, and I was bringing more stress on myself by even doing the video, because I never did a video like that. And you know, but I had time to kill, so I did that. So you can go watch that. Like I said, it's silly. It's silly. It's kind of like TikTok style. That's what I was going for, but I was like, it's hard to use TikTok. I don't know how to do it. You got to do all your editing and stuff on a phone or my iPad. And so I said, I'm just going to do a little quickie video. And that took me all day, you know, but all the editing and trying to get things to the beat of the music. And, you know, it gave me something to do and to kill time while waiting to go out for what ended up being a very fun night for me. Very, very happy about that. I was so anxious to be able to tell you guys that I danced. You know how much I've been wanting this, and it was just really nice. So hoping that I have more dancing in my near future. I'm gonna work on that really, really hard. Hoping I can meet a nice man who would like to go dancing and do other things together, and that's it. So I'm gonna hang up now. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.